Probably not. I'm here. What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Got the birds in the car, going for a toss. Got my coffee. So short toss today for the old birds, taking them 10 miles. And hopefully it goes well. And hopefully I remember how to get to this place. This 10-mile spot is on the way to so many places I go. However, when I'm purposely going to this spot, I always feel like, how do I get there? But it should take about 17, 18 minutes to get there. I'm a little late to starting the live, so started 10 minutes ago. But I had Silvio from Danza Loft came by to pick up a bird. So just kind of mistimed when to start this, but we're on our way. Not a bad thing to wait a little bit longer anyway. There's a little bit of ground fog. Not too bad. Nothing to be concerned about, but just gives it a few more minutes to clear. Yeah, man, I'm hanging in there. Same old. Same old, same old. Got the birds in the back. I'm actually going to crack a window. I had the car warming up before, and now it's really warm in here. 46 degrees outside. So it's better than it's been in the morning in a while. There's 6 people watching. What's going on, everybody? 12 people. Holy moly. 70 yesterday, 46 today. Yeah, it was like that last week, or the week before, I mean. We had a snowstorm. We had 25 inches of snow. And then exactly 15 days later, it was 83 degrees outside. I don't get it at all. And then the day after that 83 degree day, it went down to like 42 degrees. So the weather here is literally absurd. It's like it's drunk. What's up, Tony? Not far, 10 miles. Just got to get them moving. Last weekend, I took them because, me personally, I know some people might disagree, but I don't really loft fly my old birds, especially in the beginning, because they are, they're stiff, they're out of shape, and it's just like ringing the dinner bell where I live. So I try not to have the flock drawing attention to themselves with the hawks. So I take them on, usually take them on short tosses to get them moving again. So last week I went 2 miles, like literally down the street, 2 miles. I was like, all right, 2 miles, even if they take extra time, it'll be in the air for 5 minutes, maybe 10 if they want to fly a little longer. And they got, I guess, somewhere around the point where I released them, they got attacked by a hawk or a falcon or something, because they came in ones and twos all day, literally the entire day, and I'm missing a bird. So, can't win. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. If I let them out at home, then you get back, and the next day you're like, oh, maybe I should have just loft flew them. At least they would have been around the house if they got attacked. But You know what? If I would have let them out at home, they would have got attacked there, and I would have been saying, "Oh, I should have taken them on a toss." So try not to second guess your decisions. But it was 2 miles. These birds have all been hundreds of miles, so the distance wasn't the problem. It was bird of prey. Hopefully today goes better. Been lightening them up this week with a lot of barley, so they're feeling a lot better. Can we get McDonald's? No McDonald's. McDonald's is made of human meat. Didn't you read the Epstein files? There's human meat in those burgers. You can't eat McDonald's. You were there on the island? I believe it. I believe it. You're doing New Jersey guys a disservice, though. New Jersey Devils fans. You know, you don't want to say that. Oh, see? I'm already in the wrong lane. I told you guys. I always forget how to get to this place, and it's the easiest place to get to. How about them Devils? I'm a Devils fan. Fucking piss me off. I haven't watched a game since November. Literally deleted Gotham Sports. One, that app sucks. Gotham Sports is the worst live sports broadcast on freaking earth. But so I didn't need much incentive to get rid of Gotham Sports. I only kept it because of the Devils. And it was abundantly clear come November that Tommy Fitzgerald sucks at his job. Giving that guy how many years now to get this shit right? How many? 3, 4? Needed a third line center and top line winger for Jack for how many years? And he has failed to address those every year. Then signs that disaster of a goalie to a 2-year contract extension for $6 million, and then he gives 98% of the team no trade clauses. Look what you started because of a Devils logo picture. Now I'm in a bad mood about the Devils. But I'm happy Jack scored that winning goal in the Olympics. Now the rest of the league will take him seriously. Fan bases, anyway. Taking a shit right now. Definitely shitting out of your mouth on Instagram live comments, YouTube live comments. We'll be getting in the Pigeons probably next year. Going to build a loft. Watching and learning. Thanks, Tony. Hey, listen, man. I'm freaking learning too. Every day is something different with these birds. I think no matter how long you do it, they throw you for a loop at some point. Like last week. But just keep learning. Keep trying new things. If it makes sense, you got an idea, and then if the pros outweigh the cons, go for it. So I can give you a 2-year jump head start on Youngbird. It took me 2 years to figure this out. When you think before you let them out the very first time, settle on them, if you think they're starving, they're not starving enough. If they're half starving and you let them out the first time, they will not listen to you. They have to be like literally starving. Like, don't even feed them the day before. the woods. Well, in the woods, mm, I don't know. It's weird. My friend Eric, EV Loft, he's another channel I would watch, Tony, if I were you. He puts a lot more stuff up that is good for somebody starting, like how to vaccinate and do all that stuff. I don't really do a lot of that. Um, but he lives in a much more wooded area than me. Like, it is the woods. And he has less hawks than I do in the pure suburbs. So I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But it's how it is. Oh, good. So I mean, granted, he's not currently racing. He will be next year, so his birds are out a lot less, and he can do things at different times. So he has the option to avoid the hawks a little bit. But it seems by the suburbs is a little worse, and I think it's because everybody's got bird feeders, and there's a lot of places to hide in yards and everything. And I think it's a lot to do with bird feeders. You got your neighbors and stuff feeding birds, and the hawks learn, oh, let me target the bird feeders, and then, oh, look, there's a pigeon coop two doors down. But and then if you live in the middle of nowhere, the hawks are actually a little more spread out, looking for food, probably. That's my thought, anyway. It's probably that's my thought. You have no clubs near you? What are you gonna do? Just like ours, or fly them for fun yourself? And I can definitely breed you some young birds, and well, I'll help you get started. I got some breeders that I'm gonna need to cut back on after this year, so we'll that out. I like to help new guys get started, so I'm not gonna, I won't charge you for the birds. Just you want to pay me for the box and the shipping, and then I get some birds out to you. We can work something out like that. You can message me on Facebook. Get some stuff figured out. My club races, yeah, keep learning. To be honest, man, let me tell you something. I feel like this sport is like you get your loft set up and everything, and there's only so much you can learn on YouTube and everything, and from people talking to you. Like you learn the most with the birds. Just have them and spend time with them. That's when you really start learning. You got to go through the trials and tribulations with these pigeons, and then you really start to learn. You got to just like see things happening. P index? No. 7 today? What, tonight? Because it's already 8 a.m. here. So 7 p.m. tonight. The KP index, I mean, probably has something to do with things, but these guys should be able to get home from 10 miles away. The birds in there have been 500 miles, so think 10 miles should be no problem if there's no predators around. Oh, very nice. Oh, it's supposed to hit 7 today? That's all right. Birds gotta go. They gotta move. I work during the week, so the weekend's the only time I can take on myself, so I gotta get them ready to start going training with my friend during the week. You know, it's freaking foggy, though. I think that's fog. Yeah, it looks foggy. I'll keep going. If it looks this bad, turn around and go back a little closer. I don't have all day to sit out here and wait, but it definitely looks a little foggy up ahead. Didn't say anything about fog when I checked the weather. It's like little patches. But it is foggy. Can always wait a little bit for the sun to get a little higher. And there's clouds behind it. This weather makes no sense. This weather really makes no sense. Try and time things based on the weather. Get up, set your alarm, check the weather, then you leave and it's something completely different. We're stuck at a red light. Let's see. Almost there. Another couple minutes. Didn't really start noticing the fog until right around here. I think it's ground fog, though. I can see the blue sky. They just got to get up over it. They'll be fine. Look straight up. It's clear. Personally, I think a little bit of a mix. I think you get a couple pairs of breeders, so you can learn how to breed, and then get some young birds from a few different people, and then see which ones you like. Because not everybody's birds are the same. So what is this shit? This is like, just turn the corner and it looks really foggy. But also doesn't look foggy at the same time. This is bizarre. This weather's weird. Like I was saying, not everybody's birds are the same. Some will respond differently to certain things. Gain weight faster, gain weight slower. So that's why it seems like some of the best flyers who fly birds themselves, not OLR guys who just breed, but the best racers have like a family of birds. Yeah, calm is a good feature. Oh god, the psycho birds I can't stand. And Remember, they don't have to be calm holding them. I got some birds that are complete lunatics when you try to hold them. They don't want to be held, but they're calm in like every other aspect. Well, what are you going to do? They're going 10 miles. They still shouldn't get lost, even if it takes them longer to get home. It's 10 miles. Yeah, it's like really foggy up here. Might be turning around. I'm going back closer because I don't really have a ton of time to wait. When we get there, I'll check the weather, see what the hourly says, see what the visibility is here. But it didn't say this. But I definitely don't have all day to wait here for it to clear because we have my daughter's birthday party today. So there's still a bunch of stuff to do this morning. But the sun is coming out. It looks like just ground fog though. Ground fog is okay. It's not terribly thick. Just need to make sure they can see the power lines and stuff, which you can't. But the sun is up, so we'll sit a minute. I'll face the direction they're going. And I'm back into the spot. Yeah. To be honest with you, I know a lot of the guys don't even check the sun stuff. I'm sure it plays a role. I'm sure it has a lot to do with tougher tosses and tougher races. I believe that, but just don't feel like anybody really looks. I know the races don't care. Race day, the sun's out and it's clear. They're going up. So, who knows? Let me flip this. See if you guys can see. What if I turn it this way? Up, orientation locked. Rotate device. Can we change the orientation? Nope. I don't want it to focus on the dashboard though. See, a little bit of fog. It's like haze more than fog. We'll let this burn off. It's not that bad. There's some guy standing out in his car over here. I don't want to get out, and then this guy's just standing here listening to me talk to my phone. Crack the windows a little bit. Big bird flying by over there. It's either a red-tailed hawk or a raven. It's not flapping like a red tail. It could be a raven. There's been a lot of ravens around the last 2 years. It's already clearing up. Needed a little bit of those clouds to pass by the sun. Now the sun should burn this off. Yeah, I didn't really see any till I got to like right here. Like there was definitely some, a little bit of ground fog by home, but like really close to the ground, it was clear up above the trees. I'll give this some time to burn off. I mean, I can wait. I can wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's light. The fog is definitely light. That's for sure. So we'll give it some time to burn off. But you guys can see it's definitely a little hazy out there. Not terrible. The visibility is not terrible, but it's not perfect either. And there's two mockingbirds. I guess that's what they are, fighting over there. Well, I'm glad I have you checking the weather for me. I don't have to pause this for a second and look. I'm in Marlboro right now. Does what's it say for Marlboro? The visibility. I have 22 back here, Tony. I left a couple home. I got some of my old birds paired up, laid eggs. So I took one egg out of the nest and I left them with one egg to raise, so they know what the egg means. Since I fly old birds on the natural system, and a couple of the babies just hatched, so I didn't want to let them sit without a parent sitting on them. So they're a little too small. So I left those two hens home. Yeah, I believe that. It's 8:11 now, and it's already got noticeably better. Oh wow. Uh, Charlie still flies occasionally. Um, and I'm assuming Eddie Arlt is Edgar's father, and Edgar still flies as well. No, Tony, these are my old birds. These are all yearlings and 2024s and 2023s. My first round young birds are still hopefully going to go out today for the first time, possibly, but we'll see. Like I said, we have my daughter's birthday party this afternoon, so if that gets delayed, then I'll let them out tomorrow or something. Where do you live now, John? Are you still in Jersey, or did you pack up and head to Florida like everybody else does eventually? All right. We are gonna let them sit them out. We'll let them sit for the 20 minutes, look around, and then get them going. Okay, guys. Okay, you're coming with me. Let's go check out the North Carolina. It should be better now. You were was connected to the car. Let me know if you can hear me now. No, John. I'm not handling birds for the convention because I don't get to train my own birds during the week at all. Fortunately, you might even know the guy. John Minu is. He's a good friend, and he helped me get started with the birds a few years ago. I drop my birds off to him during the week to train, and he's not handling. So the race is later. It's November 7th, I think, or November 5th, something like that. So once he stops training, I stop training, and then he's helping me out. So if something comes up and he's not flying, anything can happen with the birds, then my season kind of becomes a big question mark, and that's not fair to the breeders. So I declined this time, but I will be sending birds. Oh, nice. I have my birds will be ready for him like probably the first half of April to mid-April. My birds for it are ready. Oh, cool. Oh, I think you were emailing me your graphics. I was helping them with the auction. I think you donated the perch fees, right? Or the perches to the convention auction. Here go the geese. And they are indeed going south. Yeah, that was really nice of you to do. The auction seemed to be a success. I know Fred at iPigeon was getting a little frustrated with so many guys interjecting. He only wanted one guy to communicate with him, so I stepped back and let the older guys do it. Well, you were right about it clearing up by 8:30, because even in the last 5 minutes, it got much better, as you can see. So we are a little, that way would be directly east. We're a little south, so they got to go that way. But maybe about a half a mile or some higher power lines over there. So those are just the biggest concern, that I need them to be able to see well. Maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, I don't know. Something like that. We got this guy standing right here staring at nothing. Hopefully the birds don't hit him. Probably gonna scare him.
So the Tar Heel, I'm like I said, I've only had the birds for 4 years now. My grandfather had them forever. He was Al Danza. That's how I got the Danza Loft. I used his loft name when I started doing it. My last name is Vulo. But I don't have much experience with the OLRs. So I've tried a couple of them so far. Apple Cup, Martinez, and then this year I was going to go to Louisiana and give that a try. And kind of just trying all of them. I'm not one of those guys who can send 30, 40, 50 birds to OLRs. I usually send between 4 and 6 every year to a race and then just see how they do. We're in Florida bass fishing. What are you doing on YouTube? This is New Jersey. We are training racing pigeons. Just letting them going hog hunting later. If it's not a 900-pound hogzilla, it doesn't count. And you need to shoot it with a 50 cal handgun. Use a Desert Eagle. Or a knife. Those are the 2 coolest ways to kill a giant hog. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. I did okay the first year I sent birds to the Apple Cup. I only sent 2 birds to the Apple Cup in 2024, and my one bird was 49th in the final and won me some money. But didn't hit any money last year. So or this year for that matter, not in the OLRs. Pigeon racing is the best. To be honest, John, the OLRs, it's, send a couple out, see how they do for me. Personally, I enjoy just doing it myself and having the birds and racing them. And that's where most of my joy comes from. Race day, sitting in the backyard, waiting for the birds to come home. That's why I'm giving Kyle a try at Louisiana, because he's very big with the social media and going live and showing the birds and stuff. But even then, I don't really have much interest in sitting on the computer and watching. So it's I'm sure my tune would change if I won one of those giant prizes, and I would feel I'd be very excited. But I definitely enjoy having the birds home. It's the most frustrating and most rewarding sport on the planet. Getting much clearer now. If you could teach Mike Tyson. Yeah. I don't think Mike Tyson races, though. I'm not sure what birds he has. I think he's got more, maybe rollers or tiplets or something like that. I'm not really sure what he has, but I definitely don't think he races. Well, Tony, today the reason is to let the fog burn off. But the main reason is to just let them settle down after the car ride and orient themselves a little bit. my mentor, he always told me to let them sit for 10 minutes or so. And let them, settle down. Yeah, John, it's true. It's true. To be honest with you, doing 4 years now, doing this myself, and even, growing up around my grandfather, he had the birds my whole life. It was basically, he had them since he was 12 years old, and he had them till the day he died. But even that guy, I'd be at his house, and something would happen, and he'd be like, I've never seen this before. These goddamn birds. But I personally feel like every day I don't know what I'm doing. every day with these birds is a new thing. Tony, I'll be your mentor. You just can't hold me liable for anything. I've been abundantly clear in all of these videos that I'm winging it most of the time. So I'll definitely help you. Hey. Oh, you're right up the street from me, John. I'm in Belford. We're 5 minutes. It's pretty good right now. Still a little bit of ground fog, but it is definitely clear up above these trees. It's burning off pretty well. I'll tell you, it's warm in the sun. Oh my God, this time of year, John knows what I'm talking about. This time of the year in New Jersey is terrible for dressing. You leave the house, it's 40 degrees outside and cold, and then by 8:30, the sun's up, it's strong, and you're freaking, you start sweating. Then you take your sweatshirt off, but it's still only 48 degrees out, and you got to put your sweatshirt back on. There's like no getting comfortable here this time of year. I don't know what this guy is doing. Now he's walking around with no shirt on. It's not that warm out. See him? He's got no shirt. It's bizarre. Look how I'm dressed. This is how I'm dressed. I got pants and a little light jacket on. And then it's, I'm warm in it, but I'm not take my shirt off warm. Weird people in this world, man, I'll tell you. And they're getting weirder. I got my yeah, I'll see you how they do. Listen, John, after last week, last week's toss, they got attacked by a hawk, I guess right out of the basket. I didn't see it, but I was 2 miles from home. Birds were coming in all day long. So I'm not expecting anything good today anyway. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised. They've been to this spot a ton of times. But, as young birds and everything, this is the 10 mile spot. They were here several times as young birds. and it's usually where I start them off, the old birds, but we'll see how it goes. Who knows? Benzing Live doesn't seem to be working right now. It's showing, I set this for an 8:30 release or an 8 o'clock release, thinking I'd let them out at 8, which obviously didn't happen, but 20 minutes before the release time, it was telling me they were at 82 yards per minute, so I don't know. As long as it clocks, as long as it counts them when they go in and scans the bird and I know who's back and the time they're back, I don't care about the speed from this distance. Yeah, I'm going to let them go in a couple more minutes. It's burned off a lot, so what's 5 more minutes? To stand here. Bright and sunny above us. Look how blue that is. A little bit of clouds to the east. No clouds to the west. Just a little bit of ground fog still. Are you calling me Spider-Man or you Spider-Man? Who was that guy who played Peter Parker? The first Spider-Man? I was been told I looked like him before. I don't see it at all. Nobody who really knows me sees it, but I was told by somebody I look like whatever the hell his name is. The first Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man and I'm Batman? Can't I be somebody better with actual powers? Tobey Maguire, yeah, him. I've been told I look like Tobey. When I was younger, I was told I looked like Tobey Maguire, but nobody else agreed with that. I don't want to be. Yeah, Superman's better. Batman is one financial economy collapse away from having nothing. Nice park, though. Wide open. You're Goku? All right, I'll allow it. That's better than Spider-Man. Even though by switching to Goku, you're giving up MJ. Yeah, definitely don't think I look like Tobey Maguire. I'm in Jersey, New Jersey. Training racing pigeons. Just waiting for the weather to clear. Also, when I was told I looked like Tobey Maguire, I didn't have a beard, and it was definitely not gray. Such a cute fellow. No. Thank you. Hopefully my wife agrees with that. Ever seen a bear? Yes, but not locally. Not like near where I live. I've seen them in North Jersey. All right, let's let him go. 8:35, like I said. Let's see if they get together better this week. Low. They're definitely together good. Get some height, guys. There they go. I don't know if you can see them. Can you zoom in on this? There we go. You can. All right, guys. Godspeed. Get some good height. That's what I want to see. Nice and high. Over the lines. Why do I have them? Racing pigeons. I race them. When you're off my live, you can go check out some of the other videos, or just look up racing pigeons. They left significantly better than last week. Significantly better. Like I said, I've been lightening them up this week with a lot of barley, and they definitely look to have a little more pep in their step. We'll see how they do. I got one bird in there I'm very curious about to see how it does. That bird got lost last year on a 20-mile toss and ended up in Long Island and was caught by another flyer. So I didn't get him back for about 6 weeks. Season was pretty much done. And I waited a little bit. I let that bird settle back in the coop for about a month. And then I took it on a 5-mile toss and it came home. So this is the furthest it's been since it was lost last year. But I'm not babying it. It's got to just get back with the program. Probably mixed with other birds on that toss and ended up in Long Island. But why'd I let them go? They're gonna go home. They didn't get released like into the wild. They're gonna go home. If they do what they've been trained to do, they'll be home waiting for me in the coop to be fed. Meeting me. They better meet me at home. That's where they better meet me. Yeah, they're gonna go home. And if they do it right, they're gonna beat me home. So, yeah, and this is nothing for them. We're only 10 miles from home. Some of those birds have done 500-mile races. They've done 500 a day. That is Jersey. Believe it or not, they do tax me on this. They do. The birds affect my taxes. On my income tax. Because they do generate a bit of an income. But luckily, like any hobby, typically they cost you more to have than you make having them. So it is a loss on my taxes for right now. You guys want to stick around until I get home and see if the birds are there, or is everybody kind of bored and doesn't want to deal with me for a 20-minute car ride home? It's getting much clearer. I'm only about a mile east of where we started, maybe a mile and a half, and it's like crystal clear. Our visibility is really good here. That little bit of ground fog seemed to be just like right there for some reason. But the birds went nice and high, so they should have been over that and clear sailing. I was pleased with how they left. They needed to go a little more north than they headed. They kind of headed more directly east, but that compass should kick in. But they left good. I was really pleased with the jump they had. They came out of the basket sharp. My grandfather did it for a long time, and so I was always around them up until I was about 20, and then 21-ish, and he passed away, and then a few years ago I got into it myself. Kind of keep the family tradition alive. It's a great hobby. It's a great sport. I've always loved animals and doing stuff with animals, and this is like a great way to compete with animals and be like being like a partnership with one. Several. You know, you got a race team, so you're the coach, the nutritionist, the trainer, the vet, medical staff. You're everything. So you know, when they win, you know, you'll do well in the races. You're a big part of that, and I feel good, and I get, you know, proud of the birds, and you know, but it's a tough hobby. What's labeled as distracted driving? I'm not distracted.
Majority of the people texting are saying that no, the best sex they ever had, they'd marry, and they would never marry them. Wow. Oh wow.
But yeah, I love having them. It's a tough sport, I would say, emotionally, because you really can't get attached to them, because really anything can happen once you let them out. You know, everything between letting them out and them getting in the coop is out of your control. Unfortunately, there's predators and birds of prey and things like that, and you know, they don't all come home all the time. And you lose them, and you can't lose sleep over it. And you know, you tell yourself not to get attached, but you always get to a point where you got a bird who's doing really well or is really promising, and you know, something happens, and then you're definitely bummed out about it. But you got to just keep moving forward, because you got a whole team. You know, you can't stop because of one. Gas at this station is $4.49 a gallon. What the fuck? Gas was like $2.70 2 weeks ago.
You know, loving and respectful, and there's no, how do I want to call it? Like, there's no consequences to
this
it.
Is some horse shit.
Like, you are just having sex because you love each other and you want each other, not because you're feeling pressured into it.
Okay. You walked very, very well. Anyone else wanted to chime in?
I feel like there's a weird part of your brain that kind of associates it with reward. So when you're in a really toxic relationship,
Reading the chat, driving is illegal, so it's looking at your GPS and reading the street names. So it's changing the radio station. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Oil rig blown up, oil things blown up. Yep, probably.
Knowing never have to worry about finding sex or another relationship ever again.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I've lived with you since I was like 10 years old, and I listen to you every morning. I've moved around the country, and I listen to you guys everywhere. I love you guys, and this is crazy that I'm on the radio.
Well, isn't it kind of weird? Listening as a 10-year-old.
Can't have anything nice. Gas starts going back down. Food starts going back down. Now this bullshit.
You have found it. You don't have to worry about it ever again.
Absolutely. I mean, my husband and I went on 3 dates, and then we've been with each other. The weekend the world shut down, and we got married February 1st, and had our son 9 months later. And our sex life is
I'm home in, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Unfortunately, man, that's part of doing YouTube lives. When you're going road training, you got to talk about something. Oh, this guy.
Thank you, Amanda. Thanks for listening to us since you were 10 years old. I love that. Finally, Jessica, you and your husband, not the best sex, but it's the
I don't care. I'm not hiding it. You can also see my coffee. Yeah, Tony. That's what you gotta love about love. Comments get way off topic. Got a landscaper in front of me driving slow as hell with his trailer, but that's okay. I don't blame him. He's got a wheelbarrow bouncing around in that. Why is he? Guy like just came to a complete stop for no reason.
You know, but you're connected. You're with someone you love very much. I would happily rather have that over great sex any day of the year. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Go have a great day. And thanks for listening to us. Yes. Is it going to say something? We need lovely women. Good poor guy. Like, what poor guy? What? Get put on blast right now. What's it? Well, no, but it depends on how important the best sex in the world is to you. It might not be important. Okay.
Get past the landscaper. What's going on here? Tree removal. That's a lot of trees coming down. There was a whole lot of trees coming down. Tony, you still there? When are you planning on getting the birds? Like, what's your timeline looking like? A little cloudy here, but clear skies other than the clouds. Good visibility. Get over. I didn't even realize I got the radio on. You guys probably hear whatever they're saying. I wasn't even paying attention. Another red light. Let's see. Well, keep commenting. We can drive the algorithm to make more people watch. I don't know how to boot them. Oh, maybe I can. All right, there they go. Bye, Dakota. I gotta figure, I know you can make moderators on these, and then they can like remove comments and stuff for you, or delete people, but I don't know how to do that. So I'll figure that out. I'll make Tony a moderator. Sorry about that, person. I forgot you can delete things. Looking forward to after I probably have to go grocery shopping. I told you guys earlier, we got my my daughter's gonna be 10 on Monday, so today's her birthday party, and she's got like 9 or 10 of her friends coming over, so they gotta go to the grocery store and get the stuff for that. But she's gonna have a good time. I just hate going to the grocery store. Maybe I can trade with my wife. Maybe she can go to the grocery store and I'll vacuum or something. Yeah, Tony, I'll add you. Homing pigeons. It's in their DNA. It's in their blood. They have a very strong instinct to go home, and the navigation they have is unbelievable. But stick around if you're interested. Give it a sub to the channel, and you can kind of see the process. I haven't been so good about making videos the last I don't know, 6 weeks or so. Just kind of wasn't really in the mood to make them. I hate editing them, so maybe I'll just do more lives. But or something, I'll figure something out. But kind of go through the process of how we do it. It's really not so much up to us, it's much up to the birds to stay. But there's like some processes and things that you got to show them and teach them, and they're really teaching themselves. You just got to teach them at the appropriate time in their life. Like, you got to start them when they're young enough. They're young, they're willing to learn, and it's all food based. You never let them out full. You let them out hungry, so when you call them, you teach them. You call a dog and they think they're getting a treat, you whistle for your dog or whatever. You whistle for the birds, and they know it's time to eat, and they got to go back in the loft. And then if they don't go in the loft, they don't get to eat, and then they'll be faster the next time. Just like your dog, you teach your dog a trick, it does it right, gets a treat. Yeah, lives are. It's tough. It's like, this is a tough sport to do lives in, because when the birds are out at home flying around and everything, it's easy to do it when they're loft flying and stuff. Doing a live on race day, it's tough because there's a lot of downtime. You're waiting, you're trying to calculate when the birds are coming home. You try to start the live a little early so people can see the birds coming home. And then, it could be a half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour before the birds start coming back in. And then your eyes are glued to the sky. You're waiting, you're anticipating a bird showing up at any minute. And you're not really paying attention to the chat. For me, that half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is, until birds start coming in, it feels like forever. Feels like it's forever, and it goes by really fast at the same time. But on the other side, making videos of races is even harder, because you're really trying to get the birds in as fast as possible. You know, they're not home. You know, they're not considered home from the race until they're in the coop. And they come back from the races, they're all, you know, they got adrenaline going, they're all jacked up. You know, they're a little jumpy sometimes and nervous, and it's like almost impossible to record them coming in and get them in at the same time. You know, and then you can't leave the video recording the whole time. So you got to like start it when you see a bird, and then you look down for a split second to start the video, and then you lose sight of the bird, and you're spinning in circles. Man, where'd it go? Where is it? So it's definitely tough. You really need somebody to like film for you on race day. Like, my best race videos are when my wife comes and sits outside, and when we see a bird, she'll record, and I don't even have to worry about it. And then she sends me the clip, and I put it in a YouTube video. Yep, they're home. They're clocking in. .35. You're getting home at 8:55. What is that, 20 minutes? Well, this is good. Tomorrow we can go. We'll go further. Now, I don't know how many are home. Hopefully my wife is outside and making sure there's no hawks. That would be great. I know for a fact I got 2 birds home. Well, 3. I took 22. 22 for this toss. I left a couple home. I got 2 that, for whatever reason, one of them is just like, I don't know why, she feels so heavy. So I'm going to give her a little more time on the barley this week, lighten her up a bit. And I got 2 that are sitting on babies, or a baby, and they're too small to not have their parent. So I didn't want to, I left those 2 home, but they're yearlings, so it's okay. These short tosses are mostly for the older birds. Five new notifications. They seem to all be there. Keep getting notifications. Hopefully no hawks. That's always the concern, but the way they're going in, I have a feeling my wife is out there. Oh, there's some walking around the neighbor's roof. Ah, jerks. I'll get my peanuts. they'll go in. They haven't eaten since 5 a.m. yesterday, so they should be hungry. They're just being jerks. Okay, it's a great subject. Let me get their peanuts. Let's see how this goes. I'm on a live, FYI, family.
What?
I said I'm on a YouTube live. Come on. Come on. Welcome back. Come on. Come on. Go in. Get in there. Come on, get down from there. Come on, come on. Come on, guys. Get in. Go get your peanuts. I got these two knuckleheads. Look at them. Look at them. They're about to do it on the roof. Look. Look at these jerks. See? They're meeting on the roof. Come on. Where'd you go? Flying around a little bit? Here, have some peanuts. Ugh. Go in, bud. Come on, come on. Look at these two dummies. They ain't listening at all. Come on. Ugh. Come on. That guy's a spaz. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, stupid chickens. Get in. Well, all right, guys. I'm signing off. Thanks for watching the live, and I'll see you in the next one, maybe tomorrow morning. All right, take it easy.